Okay, so I just have to start this with Rosie is the sweetest thing ever. So I was filling up I dumped out, I sprayed out their water, and I was filling it back up again. And while that was filling up, because usually it takes a little bit, I went to go grab all the stuff for our training session. And I turn around, I hear something, and I turn around, and Rosie's walking through the gate right there, very expectantly looking for me. So I come out of the tack room, and I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" And she's like, "Just looking for you." And I turn, and the water had started just barely overflowing. Wow. Horses are something else. And I love them. They are so smart. Come on, back. No, 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 that's my camera! No, no, no. Wrong there. Wrong. Stop. Remember? Good girl. Rosie Posey! Hold on, give her a minute. You want your horse to choose to work with you? Come on. You want it? Okay, that was good girl. No. No. Remember? Good. What a good girl. So big on you. Good girl. Do you want to pet the horse? Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. No, behave. Behave. Good girl. We're just gonna see. Yeah, no, that's gonna be way too big. Because you're just a little baby. It's a cinch. What do you think? She goes, is it food? It is not. Wait. this baby has been proven to be more anxious than others. Manners. No. Wrong. We have gone over manners with food, but she's feeling really anxious right now, so we're just going to see if she can find a middle. Hi. And we're not just gonna keep going. Don't bite the saddle. No, that's my saddle. You don't have permission to bite it. It's my only English saddle that I can ride in. Stop. I think a lot of people forget that baby horses are babies, and they want them to have like the emotional security of an adult horse, and they just don't. Like that. I think a lot of people tend to neglect showing all the patience that goes into training a young horse, and they just go right into big nose or big rewards, and that's not what I'm doing here today. See, that was much nicer. It's much nicer. She's starting to calm down. She's starting to realize this isn't a bad situation. Good girl. See, she's starting to figure it out. Oh. That was very calm. That was very collected for her. I've put saddles and cinches on a lot of babies to prepare them for the real world, but none of them have been my own baby, and so I've made sure to, take my time, make sure the baby's okay, and so I haven't also really trained a baby in about a year. Because I usually get them for challenges. Not a lot of people want people to train their babies for them. Good girl. I know a lot of people are going to be like, stop letting your saddle drop on the ground. You gotta take advantage, y'all. She's a very sensitive filly. And the only reason why she's not, spooking, bolting, throwing herself everywhere, it's because I've done so much training with her. Oh, too soon? Too fast? That's okay, I'll listen to you. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed about this, going, hey, you're just going to ruin your baby. No, I'm not. She's my baby. Hi. This is roughly the same way I started Blaze under saddle. Oops, sorry. Good girl. Also another thing, pressure. Whoa. Good girl. I'm rewarding the try to stay still, not just the stay still. You see how easy that was? Is once she figured out, oh, all I have to do is stay still. She doesn't have a problem. See, it's about to fall off again. We're gonna pick it up. Well. Good girl. I know tons of people who would say, this is not how you train a baby. But guess what? This is not your baby, this is my baby, and I'm just here to kind of show everyone what it's like to train a horse like this. Good girl. No, I'm not going to have anything super cinched. I just want it on her. Nope. You're right in the middle. You're a little too little for everything. Good girl. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Whoa. Good girl. Good girl. I've got to get to the other side, so we're going to wait for her. There's a lot of training and handling that goes into babies, especially baby Mustangs. Behave. Okay. So it's on. It's not on too tight, but it's on enough that this isn't going to fall over on her. So now we're going to ask her to walk. Little tail swishing. Saddle is kind of up on her a little bit. I'm going to slide it back just a tad. There you go, come on. Touch. 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 Back. Back. Touch. We're gonna come over here. Touch. 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 Good girl. Just gonna make this a moving game. Good girl. Touch. Touch. Good girl. Here. Gonna change it up. Touch. Nope. Touch. Nope. Back. You start. Touch. Touch. Nope. Touch. Nope. Touch. Back. Touch. Back. Touch. Good. Come over here. Touch. Not all first, saddling, cinching are gonna look like this, but this is how a lot of mine have gone. Hi. I know. You've done enough. You can be unsettled. And just as important is the putting on part, is the taking off part. You don't want to teach them that it's a rushed process. Go over to the other side. Good girl. Take off her saddle or her cinch here. Okay, so she's moving. That's okay. Sound probably isn't her favorite. I used to do all of this with a Western saddle, like a small kid's Western saddle. It was crappy as heck. It was so crappy. Good girl. Oh, I know. There's so much going on over there. But that was also because I didn't have access to an English saddle. I bought this last winter. So, there you go. Bit of information. So you can still do a lot of training with just the small amount of things that you have. Back. 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 I also don't want to make commands like a scary, oh no, I need to listen thing. That's why she's the way she is. Now we're going to try the touch without the saddle. Kind of end on a neutral. No, touch. Good girl. Use your baby horse's curiosity. Don't waste it. Baby horses have curiosity for a reason. You're going at the next station. Touch. Meow. Touch. Back. Back. Gonna restart. Back. It's okay. Back. Hey, touch. I don't want to have to touch it. Touch. Back. Back. I know. You're so scary. Touch. Touch. On. Good girl. Oh, when should we go to next? Touch. 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 Good girl. Touch. Touch. Just a person. Touch. Good girl. Touch. Touch. Nope. Back. 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 Good girl. Touch. Touch. Good girl. I'm gonna try to video every single session I do saddles with her. Hi. Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna try to continue this as like a little series. Back. Back. There's a lot of other things that have gone into preparing her for this. Back. Good girl. Which a lot of it was just like, what's it called? Not desensitizing, but just like emotional training. So you weren't gonna have a meltdown every 2 seconds. Yeah, we did a lot of that when I first picked you up. You pretty little girl. Chill. No. You can have the bag though. Anyway, so we did a lot of emotional training before this, which is going to definitely give us an advantage. But this is how all of my first saddlings should go. I think I've only had one explosive first saddling. That was before I was using cause reinforcement. So, if that tells you anything. Bye. She's having a day. It's okay. But we worked through it and we got a saddle on her.